Like most types of cybercrime, social engineering attacks come in many forms, although most follow a similar pattern that can fit into 4 phases: discovery and investigation, deception and hook, attack, and finally, retreat. Phase 1 is discovery and investigation. Threat actors identify targets who have something they want, which may include credentials, data, money, confidential information, or something else. Once targets have been chosen, the threat actors begin building a profile on their target's digital footprint, using various tools and techniques that allow them to collect and analyze large amounts of data quickly and efficiently. This includes search engines, social media, scraping tools, and data mining algorithms. These digital profiles are then used to tailor social engineering attacks in ways that are most likely to deceive their targets. Armed with a detailed profile of online behavior, interests, and connections, the threat actors move on to Phase 2, deception and hook. The goal of this phase is to leverage details about a target's interests and connections to either create personalized phishing emails or messages designed to gain the target's trust. They may also use the information about a target's online behavior to predict their actions for additional attack customization. Phase 3 is the attack. At this point, the victim has taken the initial bait and may end up clicking a link that secretly installs malware, calling a phone number, or giving up credentials or other sensitive information, or even allowing a threat actor posing as a support technician to gain access to a device using remote access tools. The final phase is retreat. The threat actor attempts to remove any trace of their presence. They take all the information from the attack cycle and either use that to become more effective in the next cycle, or as a point of entry for larger, more complex secondary attacks that target organizations. Attackers gravitate towards social engineering to commit cybercrimes for a few primary reasons. The first of which is that it's highly effective. The fundamental strength of social engineering as an attack method is that it exploits human psychology behind trust, fear, greed, and curiosity, and aims to leverage that very exploitation to coax targets into divulging sensitive information or performing actions that may be against their own interests. Because these attacks rely on natural behaviors and tendencies, they can still be successful against individuals who are aware of the risks and have received training on how to protect against them. The second is that it's an easy, low-cost way for them to gain network access without having to invest in more complicated techniques like cross-site scripting, brute force attacks, man-in-the-middle, and others. And the third is that these attacks can pass technical safeguards like firewalls and antivirus software that are designed to protect against technical attacks such as malware or hacking. This means that even well-secured systems can be vulnerable to social engineering attacks. In the next video, we'll cover some tips to help prevent and mitigate social engineering attacks.